Hello everyone, my name is Pal Gupta and I'm the faculty at Institute of Sci. And today I am come with along with a new topic on cost accounting, that is variance. Before starting, let me share my screen with you so that it will be easy for us to learn what is variance. It is a very interesting topic, variance. What is variance and why we calculate it? Variance means change, or we can say difference. Sometimes there is a big difference between what is cost we assume and what actually incurred, right? Let me take an example. For example, I want to buy a cell phone and for me the budget is only for 15,000 bucks, but when I went to the showroom and I just asked them to give me a show me some cell phone according to my requirement, that will out of my budget and get me of 18,000, right? So there, yes, in that case we can say that there is a variance of 3,000 rupees, adverse variance for me for 3,000 rupees, because instead of expending 15,000 rupees I expend 18,000 rupees for that particular transaction. So similarly, even in an organization there are certain scenarios where the price of a product may be set as a different, and actually it will be a bit different. So what are the variances and what are the reasons for this variances, that will only this chapter is all about. Let me give a few nice example to you. First, one easy example, let's pick a material. Okay, I have an order of any particular product and for that I need a raw material, and I assume that that raw material, as per my regular price, I will get it for rupees 10 per kg, and that will become my standard. Okay, I just book an account while making a proper statement ki how much I got from this project. So for that material charges, what expenses I book is of 10 rupees. I got that raw material at a rate of 10 rupees when from my supplier. That is my standard rate, which I assumed and make it a standard figure. But when the time I actually purchased that material from the supplier, at a time due to the inflation, they said no, the material now is available is of rupees 12, not of rupees 10. So here see, there is a difference in the price of a material, that will give a rise to the material price variance. Understood? So if there the price which I make a standard of, and the price which I actually bought the material on, the two difference in the prices, so yes, we can say there is a price variance. For example, as a material price I assumed is of 10, that is my standard STD, and here actual price when I bought this material is of 12 rupees, right? So this I can say, yes, there is a variance of 2 rupees. And how, what kind of variance is this? Price variance. Same we can say of quantity. I assume for this thing I the quantity which is required is of 5 kg. Okay, and when I actually made the product, it's will take only 4.80 kg. I have to 0.20 kg as a surplus, 200 gram. So now there is again a variance, but this time it is a positive variance for me, but again ultimately it's a variance. And what? A variance of 0.20, right? But this variance is not of price, this variance is of quantity. Understood? So this is of quantity. So in, if I'm talking about the which one, material, so in material I can say there are two type of specific variances are there. First one is regarding the price and second one is regarding the quantity. And if I want to ultimately find the total balances, total changes after calculating the variance, for example, my standard kg I need to spend here, according to me I have to spend 50 rupees, but in each, how much I spend, ideally we need to multiply this thing 57.6. So for me in total also it's a variance of rupees 7.6, and that too is my adverse variance, because I plan to spend 50 rupees only, whether it's a changes in kg or in price, but ultimately I spent 57.6. So it's a 7.6 variance for me. And if I spend more as per my assumption, so this variance is of adverse nature. Similarly, like material, we have labor, we have variances, uh, overhead, and even in overhead, we have detailed form of variable overhead and fixed overhead. But as today we are making a beginning learning, so let's discuss a very small and nice example, easy example, so that your picture got clear to you what exactly variance is all about. See here, I just make a nice question example for you. Here my standard cost for a particular product is material, I need 5 kg at rupees 120. Labor, I need 10 hour labor, I need to pay them 25 per hour. Overhead, for 10 hour, 10 rupees per hour, I need to pay them to 15 hours, right? But the actual situation is different. As my standard and actual situation are two different, so it's a for sure thing that there may be variances, right? Material variance is also there, labor variance is also there, and overhead variance is also there. Whether it is a good for me, adverse, or maybe sorry, for good or bad for me, that means favorable or adverse for me, that will learn after finding the variances. Okay, so let's start from finding variances. It's very simple. You here we have some formulas, you need to learn those only, and we need to put figures in those. Material, first let's see price variance. What material price variance says? There is change in price. This material price variance will give me a clear picture how much is the difference between your standard and actual variance, just because of the reason of the price of the material. So the formula is standard price minus actual price, bracket close, into actual quantity. I need to just put immediate figure here. Standard price for me is, according to me, I 120. Actual price of the product, when I went to the market, I bought the same material at a price of 123, and the actual quantity what I bought is for 6 rupees. So here is a price variance of 18 rupees for me. And as I spend more, which I have a my standard price of 120 and I spend 123. So this price variance is of adverse nature. I can say this is adverse. It's a loss for me. And whether there is any variance which is adverse, so you need to put them in bracket. So I need to put them in bracket so that I can easily recognize that this variance is adverse. So this is simple material price variance. Let me keep my screen more clear so that you guys can easily have a look of it. Give me a minute. Okay, understood? I think so. Now, next one is material. Material quantity variance. Now, what is the quantity? It will give you the figure if there is any quantity difference in your standard as well as actual. So that will give you the result of that variance. So my formula will be standard quantity, which I am planning to buy, minus actual quantity, which I already bought, and that to be multiplied with the standard price of the material. Now put there in your formulas. Standard quantity I need to buy is 120. sorry, quantity is 5 kg, and I actually bought it for 66, and my standard price which I bought it for, actually my standard will be 120. So there is a 120 rupees variance again. As you see, instead of 5 I bought 6, so again it my adverse variance. Adverse variance. Understood? So even this material is adverse. So, and if I want to take the total of material variance, material cost variance. Material cost will indicate total variance, whether it due to my price or maybe due to my quantity. So the formula is simple. The standard cost minus my actual cost. Let's see. Standard cost is 5 kg multiplied by 120 rupees per kg, subtracted with real figure is 6 kg multiplied with 123. Understood? Any problem till here? I think formulas are clear, so we can easily find. There is nothing. You just need to recognize which variance indicate what thing, right? And here, if I give an enter, so it seems 600 minus 123 into 6 will give me 738. And I have a total adverse variance of 138 rupees. Cost variance 138 rupees adverse, because I expend more as I planned, right? Or, there is one more formula by which you can find material cost variance, that is you can combine your material price variance and you can add material cost variance. Let me have a look. What is my price variance? It's 18 adverse, 18 rupees adverse. I can symbolize it with A. I can add it with 120 rupees. Again, it's A adverse. See here, if you see, there is it also indicates 138 rupees adverse, right? Same as I have, it's with another formula. So whenever they ask you to find cost variance, so you can apply any formula from these two. Understood? Interesting topic, right? So I hope you have a good concept, you learn a nice concept of this material costing, which I try to make you learn. Similarly, try it out with the same example for finding the labor cost and see, you will very easily find the labor cost variance, price variance, as well as instead of material quantity, here as a quantity, but for labor and overhead, you have what? Usage, right? How much are you used? So usage balance. Okay. I hope you got the concept. Okay. So for today, this much is okay. I will see you in the next class with the one more new topic. Till then, bye-bye.